So Carrie wrote an article a couple of months ago about bike camping, and we just happened to be out here doing some bike camping at the Maple Bench campground just outside of Payson, Utah. So we thought we'd take the opportunity to just kind of show everybody what our loadout looks like and how we like to get this done. Here in her tail bag, we've got all of our kitchen gear. So first we got our sodas. We've got a couple of cans of Performance Blended Fuel. This is the larger of our two burners. And then we've got a clean kit. That's our better burner, but it's small. Instant coffee, because you can't go anywhere without coffee. And then our keto creamer, because we don't eat normal food like normal people. We're going to cook some real nice food tonight. And it's got a measuring cup and some spoons and just a bunch of other little stuff in there. And then we keep a scrubby for cleaning stuff with too. Some snacks, our collapsible cup, can opener, a lighter for the other burner that doesn't have its own ignition, and then just a bunch of spoons and forks and knives too. So that's the kitchen bag. We pack all that stuff, and that's everything that we need for cooking food. So first we got water. Don't leave home without it. The inflatable sleeping mat, or the inflatable mat. Those are our trail 2-person dome tent here. And then we've got some aftermarket tent stakes, and of course we travel prepared. Little hammer. Let me show you this guy. Got one of these that goes with our other camper too. This is an entrenching tool. U.S. military servicemen will know what this is. So it's a trifold shovel. Got a nice sharp shovel with a good serrated edge on one side for sawing or something. Good and sturdy after you lock it down. Now, tucks into this bag here. Battery pack for our devices, and then of course a regular deck of playing cards and a canasta deck. And then we've got our travel pillows, and then we've got the hand pump for the inflatable mattress. That's something to sleep in, something to sleep on, a way to blow that up. Camp shoes, because you don't want to have to camp in your motorcycle boots. These have got our clothes in there, so these just lift right off. So if you don't travel with baby wipes, you should. Some mothers know this, but 4 baby wipes equals 1 shower. So more soda, and then we've got the cooler. The meal for tonight is thawed, fresh, and then the meal for tomorrow is frozen stuff, so it'll last in the cooler longer. We'll be staying up here tonight and tomorrow night. Sleeping bags, and my side case on the other side. So there we go. We got a tent, a mattress pad, the pump to blow it up with. We got some tools, we got some pillows, we got our sleeping bags, we've got food to eat and a way to cook it. In my tank bag, I've just got the drone. I'm sure we'll cut to some drone footage right now. So our meal for this trip is going to be 4-ingredient shrimp Alfredo with zoodles. So we've got both pots set up on burners. We're going to start with a whole stick of butter, 8 ounces in the left pot, get that melting. Then we're going to light the other side, add the shrimp and the zoodles. Whole bag of zoodles, about half a bag of shrimp, whatever will fit in the pot. That goes on the heat, and then we stir the butter. Put the lid on the zoodles and shrimp. Now we're going to add about a cup of cheese. This is Italian blended cheese to the melted butter, and we're going to let that melt in the pot. We're going to add another entire stick of butter to the shrimp and zoodles. Stir the cheese around, get the cheese start to melt in the butter. Stir the shrimp and the zoodles. Then we're just going to let those warm through.
Give the cheese another stir until the cheese and the butter starts to combine. If we were making this at home, we'd be using some whipping cream in it, but whipping cream doesn't travel well. Okay, so we take the zoodles and shrimp off the heat, take the lid off. We're going to give it another good stir. You can see how it's reduced quite a bit in there. Lid back on, put it back on the heat. We stir our cheese again. You can see it's starting to combine. Stir our shrimp and zoodles. These are both on medium to low heat. Okay, we're going to take our cheese off of the heat, move the burner out of the way now that the cheese and the butter's combined. And we're going to add the cheese and the butter to the shrimp and zoodles. See, look how creamy that is. Real good. Give it a good stir. Get everything sort of combined. We drip a little bit. The woodland creatures are sure appreciative of that. Then we're going to put the shrimp and zoodles back on the heat. Put the lid on. And we're just going to let that sort of warm through. Give it a stir. You can see it's starting to boil there. Looking good. Once everything sort of started to combine and it looks like it's ready, then it's ready. So we pour our bowls out, serve out a couple of helpings of this, and it is just as delicious as it looks. This is a keto meal, so if you eat keto, which we occasionally do sort of off and on, this is good. There's Carrie adding a little bit more cheese from the bag. And there we go. Dinner is served.